Today is going to be such a cool day. We've got Corey Enman, a property manager here in Maricopa County, PadSplit-approved, to come in, give us his insight, the do's, the don'ts, the things we nailed, the things we can improve upon. It's going to be so much fun, and there's going to be a bunch of takeaways for you guys if you're interested in operating a PadSplit or doing one yourself, creating one. This is going to be such a great insight into the mind, the inner workings of a property manager and their perspective on our property that's about to go live in 7 days. Oh my God, I can't believe it. We're finally here. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. Check it out. What's your opinion on TVs? Because I've heard mixed reviews. Like some people are like, no, don't do TVs. Other people say do TVs.
No TVs in the common area.
Okay.
Yeah,
why is that?
Because most people, especially in these types in co-living, right? Most people, they live in their room. So they all have their devices, they have their laptops, they have their phones, so they're just in there. So if you do the common area, what happens is now you can create conflict. So it's like, who's watching TV, whose show is on, who's, right? And so,
that's an interesting perspective.
So what we do, especially if you have a couch, because couch is the same thing, it's like people hang out, which is fine, but what we'll do is maybe put like games, like put Jenga out here, put Monopoly, because creating community in the house is really great, right? That's you're gonna get people to stay longer. And you can do it without a TV.
We're just trying to figure out what furniture we have, what fits here, and then we'll talk about Gardenia and La Jolla next. But
no, the shelves make this easy because then we can just put the stuff for them in like plates, cups, bowls, utensils.
Do we want to do locks on the shelving or no?
No.
Leave it all just numbered?
Yep. That's why you have cameras so that no one takes anything.
so my camera's over here. We can talk about what other good spots are, but like my camera, I had my guy wire up a camera outlet or just an outlet. So we think we could get everything here. And then, we're not really going to have something on the fridge. So if we need to add another something.
Where's the fridge going?
Right there.
Yeah. If there's an outlet, then that's all we need because the camera pans. It moves. So.
So we only have.
I would put it, if it were me, I'd put it right there just because there's already an outlet, or if you're putting one there, then I'd put it there.
Yeah, and again, it was a thought process of which the better vantage point, bathroom, laundry, all that.
And technically, since laundry's there, that is where I would put it.
We only have this fridge, and to your point, if we need another bigger, smaller situation, we're thinking about putting them in the rooms as well, but then again, that's a conversation of more money, So, but I don't know if we have the space with the couch and another fridge, or do we put another fridge right there or something?
Well, if there's 7 here, these usually fit. This one is deep, but it's hard to label this one for 5, right?
Yeah.
So, because it's got so much freezer space.
Yeah.
So second fridge, Corey?
Yeah, definitely a second fridge. It's a toss-up, right? It totally depends.
And maybe we can put something over there on that side.
I mean, fridge right here is fine.
Okay.
What about mini fridges? Are you against mini fridges or?
As a property manager, I don't prefer them.
Yeah.
Because when it just turns the room flips a little bit more expensive, right? Because now when they go in and clean the room, they have to clean the fridges.
Okay.
And then typically with fridges, like the fridges are small and they're not like a big pull on electric, right? Since you're paying for utilities. But depending on the fridge size, depending on now, and people do live in their rooms, but what I want to do is I want to limit the amount of food and stuff in the bedrooms.
Right.
Because you got pests and things like that.
Yeah.
But, like, does it get you more of a room rate? Like, does it, allow you to charge more? Not that much.
Like $10?
Not even close.
8. 3.
Maybe 3 to 6. But then, does it help with retention?
Right.
We don't know. That would be a cool thing to know.
Yeah.
But maybe. Yeah. So it's totally up to you. Does it hurt when you're marketing it that it's got a fridge?
Yeah.
No. Does it take pressure out there? If you do get fridges in the rooms, then you don't need a second one.
What's your process like on the intake side? After PadSplit's approval, like pretty easy, right? So what is?
Well, we have a screening process. So once they're approved, we get the booking.
Yeah.
And then we have a specific screening process. So we get they cannot get into the house. They can't get access. They won't even get approved because you can either reject or not.
Sure.
You have 24 hours. So we'll reject them if they don't get on the phone with us. So we schedule a phone call with them and then we go through our entire process. Here's your expectations. Here's what we expect from you. Here are the rules. here's how we run the house, clean, quiet, safe, this is how we do it, are you cool with that? A lot of times, depending on, because there's no smoking, there's no this. Afterwards, after they're like, oh yeah, they're great, and then they'll cancel the booking and go.
Oh,
which
so
is
you're
a perfect.
We
screening.
want that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Quentin was going through this whole thing of like evictions yesterday or a couple days ago, where there was this is a worst case scenario. There's a guy whose mom got the approval. She left, got him in, and then this guy was flashing a piece and threatening and extorting the other tenants.
Yes. Yeah, I mean that sucks.
You can't avoid that. I know they're manipulating, right?
Yeah. And then, because we had also, their ID and stuff like that. Like I had one where their mom got him in and he was literally a homeless drug addict.
Right.
And so I was literally I went to the house and was like, you have to go.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He was already out of the system. It's like, you gotta go.
Do you verify pay stubs? Like, do you make sure that they are employed?
We don't. PadSplit does that on the front end.
Okay.
We don't do it. We haven't had as many issues with paying as we have with they're not good people or they're dirty or whatever.
Sure.
But you evict pretty quickly, once you find out?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Second we find out. Notice vacate. And then the good thing about co-living and PadSplit or whatever is you have peer pressure. So we have our messaging system. So if somebody is there and let's say that they don't want to stay or they don't want to leave, we haven't really had any issues really more than a couple days where they're trying to still pay.
Right.
And it's okay, we'll give you an extension, and they don't. It's you have to go.
Right.
But since we have our messaging system and everybody's on there, if they don't go, we'll be hey, house, Johnny in room 4, his membership's been terminated. He's supposed to be vacated. We gave him 24 hours. If you see him in the house, he's trespassing. Let us know. And they're on that messaging system, so they now know that we just let the whole house know that they're not supposed to be there.
Right.
They're not supposed to be there. They're trespassing.
Okay.
So it is
and
kind of
that
awkward.
peer pressure alone is way more powerful than us being get out.
100%.
Yeah.
Because now the whole house knows.
The whole house
dude,
knows.
what are you doing here?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So and they're not gonna resist 6, 7, 8 other people.
Right.
And that's what are they gonna? And they're not gonna trash the place. What are they gonna trash?
Right.
Areas that other people are in. So.
Yeah, that live there?
Yeah. Or your room. We haven't had that issue.
Okay.
That's been the last case or worst case scenario. Last line of defense. Only had to do that a couple times, and it was that worked better than everything else.
Right. That's great.
Okay, next time.
Yeah.
So what we've done, for example, for the bathroom, right? If you're doing it from design, what we did at one house is you've got that bathroom. If you can put a door on that, and then a door on the toilet, right? Now, and then the door to the bathroom. So we have a door on the bathroom, and then a door to the toilet, and a door to the shower. Now you can have 3 people using the one bathroom all at the same time.
Interesting.
Okay.
So it makes a lot easier space-wise
Conflict.
on conflict,
Yeah.
right? Because if you have it all in one, somebody's taking a shower, no one can use the toilet, no one can use the sink. But even if you just block off a shower with a wall and a door, now there's extra security and somebody can be getting dressed or whatever. So it limits a lot of the conflict there.
Okay.
Great.
I like that.
Yeah.
Question for you is the closet. So there is no closet. The question that we were kind of throwing out was, do we throw in a little 18-inch, 2-foot situation? Or do we do the dresser? What are you going to hang your stuff on? A lot of people make those comments. So it's kind of we could throw a little 18-inch situation there on these 3. We just haven't done it yet.
To save costs, instead of building a whole closet, we'll do, let's say 3 or 4 shelves with a built-in with a rack.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to frame an actual.
IKEA, Wayfair, something like that?
No, they'll build it in it's just the side shelf
Okay.
rack, right? Where instead of you're not framing a whole closet,
It's just a little
just open.
Should we build that?
And it just depends on cost. You can either do that or you can do $180, $150 wardrobe.
So you're saying a corner unit that's just shelving?
Yeah. So it's literally, built-in shelf, hanging, shelf. And it's just out.
I kind of like that.
A little pipe thing.
That'd be easy, right?
We can do that.
And it goes out, to here.
Yeah.
And it's that would be a perfect spot for it.
Great.
And then I'm going to do my camera, my outlets right there. Over the hallway. We're thinking fulls. We got to go
fulls in all these. in the smaller bedrooms.
Yeah.
We put falls in everything.
Okay, love it. Okay, and then bathroom, she's good to go, ready to rock. Protect and secure or lock or whatever.
Replace it with an Ecobee digital one. And those are only 100 something bucks, and it's digital and we control it remotely. Wow.
So let's talk about this because this is a big conversation.
Yep.
So the original plan was going to be a wall through here. There was a fireplace, and we were gonna turn our return into here. This was going to be a room. We we're going to add a window.
Yep.
Original plan. I repositioned my ag because I was going to go into this room number, we're calling it 7. This is 6. But then we're like, well, hell, why don't we just do a new window here, split it, and do a wall down straight through here. No more window here. This is single pane, needs to be something anyway.
Right.
So I gotta go find another window, but we're gonna just simply frame out.
Yeah, because then you're right here, right?
Yep.
Your wall, door.
Yep.
That was awesome. So Corey, thanks so much for coming in and giving us your feedback on our property. I think we're in really good shape. 7 days, we're gonna be live. I'm so excited to turn this whole thing on and get that cash flow and get that revenue generated. And if there's something that you were thinking or have thoughts on, hit me in the comments below and let me know what you think. So if you're an investor that wants to buy one of these, if you're an investor that wants to partner on one of these, if you're a wholesaler and want to learn how to do this, we have a free Zoom every Tuesday, 5:30 Mountain Time, Arizona. The link will be down below in the description. Let's rock and roll. I'll see you in the next one.